Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. How do you come up with catchphrases and sayings? I don't know. I'm running a little bit behind. It's not like I got like 900 people waiting. Might as well go ahead and get started. Uh, clean up here. Today, um, I got my workout stuff on ready. I don't know. I don't feel like I can actually go walking if I don't have my Under Armour equipment on. But hey, we got something going. We're figuring it out. Uh, morning mess. Have to take crap, but uh, but it's starting to warm up back in the South again. Back here in Georgia. Thank God. Um, and as Crooked Peach is doing, I wonder how many more days till spring. I've had enough of this winter. Be honest with you, I've had enough. Tessa one too. Yep, had enough. You know, um, it's been a bit. I don't know. It's not. I wouldn't say rough, but God has His plan, and just waiting to figure it out. Good morning, Associate Minister. Welcome in. Um, it's going on a week, almost 2 weeks that I've been out of work. I got paid yesterday, but it wasn't a whole lot. But I still got paid, so something is better than nothing. But it's time to get back to work and start driving like I driving like I stole it. you know, um, driving like I stole it. Um, the foolishness is beginning. I can't watch much of it because it's just upsetting that our country has went down this path. It's not even they're not even hiding it anymore. You know, uh, those wildfires in California, they're literally blaming it on the liberals, and you could see the people in chats and whatnot. It's all their fault, and it's everybody's fault. Well, it's called natural disasters for a reason. Think about it. Now, you don't want, I'll leave that alone. I'll leave that alone. Don't want to start my morning out like that. You know what I mean? Um, we're under 60 days till it's time to cruise again. Thank you, Lord. It's not. Should have checked. I should have checked to see when I'm gonna have to do it. Hold on one second. You think I'd be half decent doing this stuff, but I'm not. Good morning, Mike. What's going on? Good morning, Associate Minister. And good morning, Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Looking at, they haven't issued me a room yet, but I am down to 49 days. I am down to 49 days. I cannot wait. Just gonna come up with some spending money. uh, now we gotta come up with some spending money. But it's and the countdown has begun to the great deletion. Yes, February 10th is when I think it's February my whatchamacallit is going on. When they're gonna start snatching hours again. I mean they're already doing it. Yep, February 11th. I should be weird. I should be I should have some if I would have did this mess in 2011. I should be a little bit up in the hierarchy of YouTube, don't you think? you know, hey, Mike, how's my volume or whatever? Am I screwing up or you know, trying to figure this mess out? I should, you know what? I'm not going. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But I had to press something. I had to do something. Pop out. I had to.
You know how like you see, ooh, a button. Yeah. Ooh, a button. you know, it's the old, there's one thing that you notice being ex-military, I've got bad teeth now because, they feel I had mouthful of metal at one point, but they never capped it in my teeth, so my teeth fell apart. So normally you don't see my teeth, but you ever look at a lot of the videos, everybody's smiling, with just showing all their teeth and and everything is okay. Everything is wonderful. Everything is hunky dory in YouTube land or any of the other social medias. And and I was just thinking about it. Is it real or is it Memorex? I don't know. I don't know if I even spelled the uh I don't know if I've even spelled the the subject even right because I can't spell. What? Oh, hold on. I got an error. It says error more than one ingestion is using the primary URL send one stream to primary and on. What the heck? Let me know if you guys are still seeing me. It says error one more ingestion is using the primary URL, then one stream to primary ingestion URL and on. I don't want to press any buttons. I was joking. I don't want to press any buttons and f it up. I, I don't want to mess it up. Okay, but then I'll just leave that error message up there. Thank you. No lag, no echo. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, uh, I'm just sitting here in limbo today. My wife said, because I got I got up, got dressed, and did a little matching bandana to the matching shirt, and then I had another shirt over it, some jeans. It's funny when you realize how much clothes you got when you wash the mounds of clothes that are piled up all over the place. It's funny how much socks you actually have in accessories when you actually clean up and straighten up and hang things up. You slob. I mean, I'm talking about myself. It's funny how you when you find stuff. I was like, well, I forgot I had that. I forgot I had that. And and I'm sitting there, and I put this. And as usual, see that that's why I got to get back on the road. I'm getting in my feelings because the wife has said, "Not well, so where you going all dressed up?" Because I got this collection of colognes that she buys me, and I got nowhere to, to put them. So I sprayed some cologne. I actually washed my behind. You know, ain't that an experience?
actually washed up and got dressed. She says, it's funny how you getting all dressed up to go out, but you never dress decent when you're at the house. And it evidently I been so comfortable dressing like because I just throw anything on at home, but I just got informed that I gotta actually dress like a human being when I'm at home. I was like, oh, okay, yes, dear. It put some cologne on to smell. It wash up and act like I got some sense at home. I thought this was my safe place. I guess not. But that's I get that's a part of being together, and I guess that's something that she was letting me know she wanted. Um, we, I, I'm saying we, but it's mainly me. I have to learn how to um, look beyond the normal. I guess what I want. I got to learn to look beyond that. Um, I'm not fake, but you ever see that? And this is for the older crowd. That's why when I said, "Is it real or is it Memorex?" Because we are a little bit um, ahead now. Everything is downloaded. Everything is streamed. Everything is you got to access it from a laptop or your phone. Our phone has more processing power than the Voyager spacecraft. You know what I'm saying? And it, some people they're so professional they can hit like Mike can hear all this stuff. You're echoing, and is your treble or is this or is that at the right whatever. They can tell if that's a lot of people can tell if that's a recording or if that's real. A lot of people, empaths can tell, not me, because I don't have the experience. I can somewhat feel it, but I don't have the experience to know if you're lying to me. But I can sense bull crap. you know, but in our society, we have moved to the point that you could ask this question: Are you real? Are you just faking it? In everything, are you my friend? Or are you just faking it? Are you stabbing me in the back when I'm not around? Are you faking it? Or are you um are you my helper or are you faking it? Are you just with me just to be with me? I love watching these. They're on the other platform, but you got to pay for it. It's like really bad. It's like really bad acting, but it's good because like one guy he's like this billion trillionaire, and he's going on these dates, and the lady said, "How much did you make last year?" And he says, "Well, I made 50." He said, 50,000. I was like, and she's like, "You're so poor. I don't want to be with somebody," and going off and walked away. And he finished his conversation. He said 50 million. He said, I gave up this is just fake stuff, but you actually have to buy this app to, watch it. I think this is so corny and goofy, but I like it. And, you know, the guy is super rich, but he wants someone to want him for him. He wants someone to want him for himself. And that's the question I ask. Are you real or are you Memorex? Do you want is the person that you're showing us, are you real or are you, are you fake behind once the camera's turned off? Are you fake once the doors are closed? Are you fake once nobody's around? Are you real or are you Memorex? It's so funny. That's one of the reasons why I chose my wife. Um, yeah, exactly, exactly. One reason, like I said, I tell the story a lot. I tell the story a lot about my wife and how I made a list of what I really wanted out of a woman, and it took me a while because I'm a little gangster. And she said, I'm just being me." I'm the, saying said her name. I'm just being me because a lot of people be fake, and that's what I was doing when I first started. I was out there dating. I was just lying, telling all this baloney of all the stuff that I do, in my bio, my, online bio. I was lying out my wazoo, and it was just it was pathetic. And I remember when I first met her, I had enough of the online. I just started deleting, hit delete, 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 delete. And the last part of that's probably funny, haha. That's why I'm going on a walk this morning without her. She's going to work. I'm at least try to do 2 laps this morning. Um, and in the last part, right before I deleted, I said I like to go walking. I didn't write the rest of that story. If I'd have wrote the rest of that story, nobody would have. I said I like to go walking to the liquor store. And the reason I was thinking that when I wrote it is because I had just gotten over a tragic truck accident. I almost died, and couldn't afford counseling. Couldn't and I was in a dark place. But the last part of that was I like to go walking, and I was about to delete it, and I remember uh I got a message. And it says, I like to go from someone, I like to go walking too, not knowing that person in the other room that's asleep right now is a walking addict. So, my phony boy, oh, we need to go walking sometime. And I went walking with her. Uh, our first date was walking up Stone Mountain. Yeah. Our walking was up Stone Mountain. And if you've ever been to Stone Mountain Park and you walked it, it's only a mile and a half. But that is the most treacherous, treacherous stretch of a walk because the first incline is if you're out of shape, you don't realize that you're walking an incline. And I'm pushing 300 plus. I didn't have even Nike sneakers, Nike walking sneakers. I had flat sneakers. Uh, I was a hot mess. I had a gray sweatpants. I didn't have drawers on because all my underwear was dirty. I looked a hot mess. My bandana didn't match my shirt. Uh, I think I had a yeah. I was looking a hot mess, and I was 300 plus. So I'm walking. I, we must have stopped and sat so many freaking times, and no one heard. She don't stop. And she had just came from boot camp, doing boot camp stuff. So I'm and that's what I think the story. Are you real or are you Memorex? I was I was so far to the side of Memorex. I was the tape. I was the tape recorder. I was the cassette deck. Memorex is a company that used to make cassette decks, but the sound was supposed to be so good that it sounded real. But I was still so phony and not understanding the situation that God put me in. I'm gonna put somebody that's gonna force you to act like you got some sense. I'm going to put some checks and balances in your life because you can't figure nothing out. I'm going to put the right person that's going to help guide you. I'm going to put the right person that's not going to make you be this fool that you're acting like you are. I'm going to put someone that's going to, their positive attitude is going to rub off. Good morning, sheep. We're here. And good morning, Bayou Sugar Garden. And the fact is, we're going to be celebrating in April 10 years together. And next week, we're going to be celebrating that we're married for 8 years. Um, I'm still a work in progress. I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. But when you admit that you're still a work in progress, you enjoy the mistakes, you enjoy the battle. Hey, good morning, Urban. Good morning, and good morning, wellness. Come on. You enjoy the challenges. You enjoy when the right person steps into your situation. And that's the thing. You need to learn, and I had to learn because I was being Memorex. I was being the tape cassette. I wasn't being real. That God had to put me as we're going because I'm getting ready to go back on the road. Thank God. God had to put me back into my lane, and I learned how to stay in my lane. A lot of y'all be wonder why. Why do I say certain things? And sometimes I'm like, I'm praising my wife, and she getting on my nerves, and we're arguing, and hurt my feelings, but I'd rather be in this situation than to be a phony baloney and lonely. You know what I mean? You know, I'd rather be in this situation than to be the tape cassette. Cause you remember back in the day when you try to record something on the tape cassette, the radio or whatever, you'd hit the record button and hit the pause button, so it'd be like you was mixing music. you know, I'd rather be I'd rather be real than to be than to be um than to be faking it. That's why it's funny, Charles, he always says this, but the guy's got he's either got 3 or 4 million miles. He's got some big number. This guy's been driving for 30 years. And he's team drives with his wife. But he says when he backing up and doing that, he says, well, I ain't that good. I know he's good. He said, but I tore stuff up. So don't act like you know everything. Because someone's gonna come and humble you and let you know that you don't know squat. You ain't been. We all think we've been through something, but some of them been through something harder than we have. You know what I mean? That's why I love the fact of YouTube. Um, I just I went downstairs. I'm looking. I still need to videotape it. The onion that was sitting on the counter is in the pot, and it's like, thank you. I'm alive. And I would have known. I would either throw it out or cut it up, but not. I'm hanging out with y'all. I'm learning to be a gardener. My papaya got one itty bitty leaf left. I'm like, hold on, baby. Spring is coming. You can do it. Hold on. Got 30, hang on for 30 days. You got it. Don't give up. And again, but I asked the question: are you being real? Are you being real with yourself first? Are you being real with yourself first? That's the first thing. What do I mean by that? Are you finding enjoyment in your life? You know, again, I love I don't know where did this come from. I love going to Superside and looking at this tore up from the floor up grass and trying to bring it back to life at a discount. It's a hot mess. But I love doing that. I love getting out and cleaning up the yard and trying to beautify it, and trying to figure out the cheapest way. I didn't learn that because in the beginning I was trying to be super stud and not being in my lane. Now I'm in my lane and I'm enjoying the road. A lot of us we jump out of our lane and we don't even take time to look at the scenery. When we're in our lane, we want to get in the fast lane, and usually you get ran over. Stop trying to be somebody you're not, but enjoy the person that God has meant you to be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Enjoy the person that God has meant you to be. It's funny, but it might. So I forgot. It. I- It's not like I did on purpose, but I was on your channel and I just left it. I left it running, and it just. I went through a whole bunch of your videos, but didn't leave it. So, but I want you to know that I was there. You know what I mean? And but the pleasure, and here's another thing. Short other side story, guys. If you look on YouTube, YouTube is asking you, and let's do this together. Was this a good suggestion? And they suggest your channel. And they ask you, yeah, it's informative, it's entertaining, it's blah blah blah. Remember that and do that and help each other out, because that's also another thing that is probably an algorithm or something like that. I don't know. You know. And hey, Odom, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. But we and I hate to do this, ladies, and I seen it yesterday. And this I'm sorry, this is freaking child abuse. I don't think this was in America, but this lady was putting and gluing a wig on a baby. Gluing a wig on a baby girl. You starting that child off that young with this fake. behind stuff. And the eyelashes. You had eyelashes on a baby. You guys are doing that for y'all. You ain't doing that for us. Nobody wants to see all that. I would rather have a sister with an afro. Remember he used to have the really round afros with the pick. You don't need all that. All you need, shoot. You, you know what I'm saying? You don't need all that. You might want it, but just so you know, other people looking at you like, can you scratch your head or you got to do this? I'm just saying, you don't need all that. Look, when I realized I used to have a lot of hair, but now I got a receding hairline. My hairline be way back here. I just cut it all off. I wear a bandana. Long story short, it's for other reasons. I'm not a biker. I actually, I know how to ride, but I can't afford one. The one I want is 40 grand. Can't afford that. Can't afford that. But the fact is, you don't need all that. Someone's gonna want you for you. Show them you. Show them who you are. Somebody gonna want that because they've been looking out here and seeing all that. Somebody, somebody gonna want it. Hello, somebody gonna want it. That's a real smile. Somebody gonna want it. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm even saying it. Somebody gonna want it. Somebody's meant for you, but you learn how to be you. I, you know, I finally got to sit out in the driveway yesterday. That's my spot. It's been interrupted, loose dogs and all kind of crap. And I sat out there with my phone and a light jacket, and I sat out there and I just really communed with the nature and looked at I was like, hopefully I could get the grass going greener this year. I dropped some seed and it just ain't gonna grow because guess what? The chemical guy came by yesterday and sprayed herbicide all over the lawn. It's like I ain't heard from him in a minute. He did a pre-emergent to keep the crabgrass from not coming in this summer. He doing his job, and I was like, dog it, I just dropped some seed, even though it's too early to drop seed. But I'm like, it definitely ain't growing now. But I said that to say this is something that I enjoy to do. I'm not doing stuff that I don't want to do anymore. I if I want to do it, I do it because I love you. I want to do it because I appreciate you. I might not like it, but I still do it. But I got a reason why I do it now. I'm not I'm not gonna be phony and be unhappy. A lot of us we got this facade on. We have all this makeup on and the phoniness, and eventually the real you comes out. You hear the stories in Reddit where you know person gets sick, has cancer or whatever, and then they the loved one leaves and then comes back thinking they're dead and they're not. The cancer was over, but you couldn't. You said you loved them, but you couldn't. You couldn't stay through the hard times. You couldn't stay through the bad times. You couldn't. Um, wait a minute. Hold up. I just see Michael said Yeah. Well, my next door neighbor, he found his niche. He actually my next door, not this next door neighbor, guy I grew up with. I think he lives in Houston right now, but he has a fashion. He's fashion designer, leather. He does leather. He's like they call him the Leather King or whatever. He's got a store in Dubai, one of those high end places. You know, one of his jackets is $2,000-3,000, and it's got spikes all over it. You know, like a Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome. But he's making money, and I know he's straight. I'm just saying. Yeah, and that's right. And I go, well, why all the spikes? You know, you know, why all the spikes? And I'm not talking body positivity, but you don't have to be a anorexic either. You don't have to be anorexic. You know what I mean. But and just so you know, black don't cover up your weight. I got black pants on now. You can see the folds. It don't cover up nothing. Ow! Well, like I said, I got sweatpants on now, but I'm going for a walk, and not because someone told me to go for a walk. I'm charging my phone. I'm charging my earpiece. Uh, I'm going to be drinking a whole lot of water today, so I'm going to be going to the bathroom. Going to drink a whole lot of water today. Um, I'm done with the alcohol for this stint. That ain't helping either. Yes, I said it. Ow! It's more appealing. But you know what? What's more appealing, Urban? Was when you're happy. I need to and and you don't care. I don't care what people think about me. I care what she thinks about me. Everybody else, I don't care. Oh, Charles and my best friend Vince, but anybody else, I don't care. I really don't. And if I look stupid, but I'm happy, then I'm just stupidly happy. And when I first started doing the walking, and I got all kind of crazy colored stuff. I got an orange camouflage, the spandex thing that I would go walk away. She look at me like, "What the hell are you with?" I didn't care, but I liked the color, and but it made it's not like it did anything, but it made me want to walk. You know what? I'll finally admit it because I was so big, my inner thighs were rubbing. It was covering up the inner thighs. I didn't have chapped booty. Oh no, I was looking like a urban. I ain't gonna lie, I was looking stupid. I was I'm not even gonna lie. I was looking stupid, but I was happy. Now there's nothing wrong with it if you're happy. That's just my opinion. I don't know if I'd wear it now. I'd probably wear them with some dark shorts or something like that that would, you know, um, kind of, even it out a bit, like black or whatever that would even it out. Yeah. No. I was looking goofy. You look, I tell the story when I first met my wife. on our first date, I had gray sweatpants, no drawers on. Uh, at a certain age, when a man has to go to the bathroom, you go to the bathroom, but you got to stand there because there's a second stream coming, and I keep on forgetting that. So I'm walking with her with a pee stain on my gray pants and no shirt to cover it because and I have flat feet. I look like a hot mess. I look like a hot daggone mess. Oh yeah, I would look like a hot mess. But you see me at your worst. I seen her at her worst because she didn't have no makeup on. She just came from doing boot camp, and I was like, well, she a nice person. I would like to see her again and hang out and do this so blah 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 blah. You wasn't all covered up with the phoniness. And I remember when we met a month later, because I went back on the road, we met a month later, and she was dolled up, and I said, "Oh Jesus!" My mouth was dropped to the ground. She was all dolled up, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And clueless me, I was like, maybe I have a feeling she might want to be more than friends. And my self esteem was so low, it just didn't dawn on me. I was like, I was walking around thinking nobody wanted me for me. Nobody wanted me, period. So maybe I could just have a friend. Do you see what I'm saying? But I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm happy that we met the way we met because it solidified my relationship. It solidified the fact that I'm gonna get up, got a charge on my earpiece and my phone, and I'm gonna put my jacket on and I'm gonna go walking. And I'm gonna listen to my music. uh, I'm gonna go walking and I'm just gonna keep on working on self. So in closing, today, be yourself. If folks don't like it, bump them. You know what I mean? Be all that you can be. Be yourself. Enjoy life to the fullest. Relax. Make friends when you can. Even enjoy the enemies because you're gonna learn something from them their goofy behinds too. You know what I mean? Even then, just be yourself. Don't be a recording of yourself. Don't be don't be are you real? That's the question. Are you real or are you Memorex? Only old school people know what I'm talking about. That was cassette deck days. Memorex. Are you real or are you Memorex? All right, guys. I'm going to just say thank you for being a part of it. Probably the next Monday, hopefully by Monday, I'll be back on the road and y'all will see some driving videos. So wish me luck that I could at least do 2 laps this morning and get out there and move some blubber and bring my blood sugar down. Coming up next, Wellness for Frugal Mama. Get your workout on and positive affirmations. After that, Eddie Lugo Studios. He does a short, and at 9 o'clock, Cruising is fun anytime. Check them out. Please, please, please. Y'all have a blessed day. Hey, I'm being real though. I'm being real, she. but when you guys troll, we troll as friends. You know what I'm saying? The other trolls might know what to do with them. But y'all stay blessed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for hanging in there with me and being a part of my life. You're well appreciated. And the folks that come in on the remix, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hang in there. And enjoy life to the fullest. And as always, you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you and God loves you too. Y'all stay blessed. See you guys Monday. Deuces.